Hello everyone, this is Boricua Binks and welcome back to Let's Play Ace Attorney Justice for All. In the last episode, we were still talking to Adrian Andrews, but this time we were able to break her down and point the finger at her and say, you did it! And we have kind of proof, even though they were saying it was circumstantial and they were going to like, oh, we're going to end the trial. We're like, no, we can't end the trial. And then Edgeworth helped us, which was good, but then he kind of screwed us over in the end too. So I don't know what's going on with Edgeworth. But anyway, let's see what's going on, because I think Phoenix is feeling a little iffy about this whole thing, so let's see. Help! Please! Someone! Help me!
Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
the court can't continue on like this. Therefore, I'd like to hear what you intend to do.
What I intend to do? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to say? Right. I suggest you think very carefully about this. Think about what this witness did and what she did not do. And think about who is the real mastermind behind this crime. Who's the real mastermind? Isn't that obvious? There's no one else it could be except the woman crying right over there. Right? Come now. What will you do? What kind of man are you, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Oh, crap. Edward, don't do this. I mean, Phoenix is not feeling right. Pun. But yeah, he's not feeling good about what's going on right now, and the fact that she's been brainwashed pretty much by freaking Franziska makes you think, right? I mean, it looks like it's her, but it also feels like it's too obvious. And Edgeworth seems to know that something else is going on. He's saying there's a real mastermind, so alright, we'll be a good man. Unfortunately, but I don't know. This might screw over Maya. Let's force Andrews to testify. I have to win a complete acquittal today. There's no way around that. But I can't bring myself to do it like this. Not when she's making a face like that. Miss Andrews, I would like to know what you are really hiding.
But, Mr. Wright, are you sure you know what you're doing?
Sure, Mr. Angard would get an acquittal, but in his place you would be found guilty. Is this how you really want this trial to end? But be quiet! How dare you! You're trying to trick me. I'm trying to help you, you frickin' wench.
That's enough. I commend you for trying, Mr. Edgeworth. However, it's clear that the defense's theory is the truth.
You're wrong. Such a shame. I had hoped things wouldn't come to this. However,
What is it, Mr. Edgeworth?
Miss Andrews, since you absolutely refuse to testify, it falls on my shoulders to disclose this to the court. Uh-oh. Stop!
Mr. Edgeworth?
This witness, how should I put this? She has an illness. Oh boy, we're going into that messy territory again, guys. I'm so uncomfortable with this storyline. But... And because of this illness, she has tried to commit suicide in the past. Stop! Please stop! No matter how much you want to hide it, it's no use. I have the evidence right here. That's the second part of the suicide report. The attempted suicide report. What will you do now, witness? You know what I am about to do, don't you? I will now reveal to the court the true nature of the pitiful woman known as Adrian Andrews. Did you have to call her pitiful? I really don't like that. The secret of her codependent nature. Having other people know about it scares her more than anything else in the world. Please, please stop! I beg you. If people find out, I'll... Edgeworth, if you're going to say that you would choose death, that is of no concern to me. Edgeworth! Ah! Edgeworth, how can you be so cold? However, before you die... Oh my god, Edgeworth, stone cold savage, yo. I will pull the truth from your breathing lips, no matter what I have to do. So, will you tell the court yourself, or shall I? Either is fine with me. I think he just knows he has to play the bad guy here in order to get her to frickin' talk. I'll talk, but please, help me. Oh, Adrian. Nothing matters anymore. I feel so sad. My crime. When I first saw him, I really thought he had fainted. Honest. When I realized he was dead, that was when I formulated my plan. Once I made sure there was no one in the hallway, I made a dash back to Matt's room. And then, I stabbed Juan's dead body with a knife and ripped off the button. Just when I finished and was returning to Matt's room, I had a bit of an inconvenience. And that's why I ended up using the nickel samurai costume.
Stabbed the body with the knife? But why would you do that?
Isn't it obvious? To pin the blame on a certain person. A certain cowardly man.
What do you mean by all of this?
It might take this court a little while to understand, but... this is the truth. The real killer is Matt. That scumbag of a man. I'll never forgive him. He's trying to escape his guilt again. Just like last time. Last time? So, Miss Andrews stabbed the victim, Juan Corrida, in the chest with a knife. However, she didn't do it with murder in mind. She did it with the intent of framing Matt on guard for the murder. And this is her crime. What? How is this possible? I mean, wasn't Miss Andrews supposed to be the real murderer?
Mr. Wright, please get over your shock and commence the cross-examination. You should be used to this BS by now.
I mean, really, Phoenix, come on. This is your life. Okay, when she first saw him, she really thought he had fainted. Actually, I think I need to press everything. So let's press. But you could tell from the state the room was in that there must have been a fight. Are you telling the truth when you say that you did not know he was dead? He had a scarf tied around his neck. But that scarf is a part of the Jammin' Ninja's costume, so I didn't think anything about it was strange. His head was also tilted down a bit, so I couldn't see his face that well. That's why I thought I'd wake him up and went to pour the juice. Come on, game, stop acting up on me. Alright, when I realized he was dead, that was when I formulated my plan. What is this plan you had? I knew right away the murderer was Matt. I knew because Juan, he was going to expose Matt's weakest weak point to the world. So Matt did this to stop Juan and silence him for good. That's when I thought I should forge some evidence and pin this crime on Matt. So, the forged pieces of evidence were the knife and the button. The first thing that came to mind was to plant the knife. Once I made sure, no hallway dash back. Okay.
That was so you could get the knife, correct?
The knife Matt used at dinner had his fingerprints all over it. I thought if I used that, then the police would certainly turn their eyes towards him. Matt was napping with his costume on at the time. I slipped in, took the knife, and returned to the scene of the crime. And then, I stabbed Juan's dead body with the knife and ripped off the button. Okay.
So you were the one to stab the victim with that knife?
It gives me goosebumps to think about it now. What a horrible thing I did. But at the time, I couldn't control my own body. It moved on its own. Then, when I stabbed Juan's dead body, I suddenly realized something. If I used the button somehow, I could make Matt look even more suspect.
So you thought to rip one of the buttons off and then plant it in Mr. Engarde's hakama?
Yes, that's what I had planned to do. But things never go that smoothly, do they?
Okay, she said, inconvenience. An inconvenience?
There was a woman with a camera at the ready, loitering in the hallway.
I'm willing to bet my spikes it was Lotta. His spikes. What would Phoenix be without his spiky hairdo?
There was also a woman with a ray gun at the ready, pacing back and forth.
Ugh, that's Miss Oldbag for you.
I had already been caught and made into a big scoop for a certain weekly tabloid once, so I couldn't very well go out looking like myself and get caught again.
Okay, and that's why she ended up using the nickel samurai costume. You were the one who prepared that costume, weren't you?
Yes, I took it from Global Studios. I also put it into Juan's guitar case the day before the award ceremony.
You did this in preparation for the press conference, correct?
Yes, Juan wanted to wear that costume and hold a press conference in it. He was going to disclose Matt's big secret there.
And what is this secret?
That I don't know. Darn it. Anyway, I thought that if I were to leave Juan's room in the nickel samurai costume, then people would think that Matt was the real murderer. I was very careful not to leave any fingerprints when I opened the guitar case. I absolutely did not want anyone to know about the costume.
I think we've heard enough. So, after that you went back to Mr. Engarde's room and planted the button.
Into Matt's hakama? Yes. After that, I folded up the costume I was wearing and put it into a bag. And then I snuck it out of the hotel and got rid of it.
My word, what does all this mean?
Mr. Edgeworth, is it? The real criminal is Matt Engarde. Yesterday, that woman prosecutor set me down for a talk.
Francisca, huh?
She said that I should under no circumstances confess to what I had done. That if I just kept quiet, then Matt would be found guilty for sure. I had no choice but to believe in her words.
Darn it, Francisca, you ruin everything. What this witness has done is clearly unlawful. She should go to jail for all that. She should. However, as long as her testimony stands, we can be certain she is not the real killer. Wait, Your Honor. The defense still... Uh-oh. Right. It's pointless. At this point in time, it is not possible to indict Miss Andrews on anything. Yes, exactly. There isn't a single piece of evidence that points to her as the murderer. The cross-examination of this witness is over, and so is today's trial.
No, come on, man. This is what happens when we do the right thing. Frick.
You couldn't establish that the witness was the culprit. Please let it go, Mr. Wright.
But...
Mr. Edgeworth, please place Miss Andrews under arrest for further questioning.
Understood, Your Honor. The prosecution will arrange for her detention immediately.
That's all. Court is adjourned for today.
No, Maya! Oh, no. Oh, that sounded so final. Oh, crap. What are we gonna do? Oh, no. Today's trial. It's over. And I didn't win an acquittal. Witness, would you mind if I asked you something?
Edgeworth.
What is it? Before you leave court today, I wondered if I might look at one thing. The card in your hand. It's had my interest for quite some time now. Hell, even Pearl brought it up before. What exactly is it? Oh, this? Mr. Wright also asked about this. Although I didn't remember at the time you asked me about it, Mr. Wright, I remember just now. I found this in the room on that day.
The room? That day?
Yes. I found this card when I discovered Juan's body. That's really important, you know. It was lying there, right next to him.
You found that card next to the victim's body?
I suppose I must have unconsciously slipped it into my pocket. But it's not as if this card has any relevance to Juan's murder, right?
Yeah, I guess not. But it's still a strange card if you ask me.
But as far as a clue to this case, I don't see why... Oh? Edgeworth?
Witness! That card! Give it to me! Hurry! Edgeworth? Do you have any idea what you have stupidly yet inadvertently done? This! I can't believe you hid this from me all this time!
I didn't mean to. What is this all about?
I've never seen such an emotional Edgeworth in my entire life.
Whoa. Not even with deal 6?
That card. What in the world is it? And what does it mean?
Oh my lord. To be continued. Dang. Huh. The thing is, I could leave this episode right here. It's a decent time. Nice cliffhanger. However, this LP has been going on so long, and I'd like to finish this game very soon. So let's keep on going, shall we? Alright, March 22nd, 5:24 p.m., Wright & Co. Law Offices. Oh, it's Pearl! Long time no see, baby girl! Oh gosh, I forgot how to do your voice. Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya!
There, Pearls.
I can't take it anymore.
Look, it'll be alright. Everything may still work out. The condition was that we had to get a not guilty verdict. And so far, the kidnapper has kept his word and hasn't hurt Maya. And he won't, because Mr. On Guard hasn't been given a guilty sentence yet. Cheer up. We don't have time to stand around crying. We have to get going, and I'm sorry I can't do a child crying sound. I don't know how to do that. I'm sure Skinny could do it. Alright. Come on, Pearl.
You're right. Mystic Maya is in much more pain than I am.
Yes, that's right. So...
Oh! Hey, it's Gumshoe! Long time no see.
Hey, you guys! Glad I caught you, pal.
Mr. Scruffy Detective?
Oh boy, looks like Detective Gumshoe has been dubbed Mr. Scruffy Detective in Pearl's book now.
It's just plain old Mr. Dick Gumshoe now, and I came to talk to you, pal.
Oh yeah, he lost his job. Aw. But we're kind of busy right now. Well, let's hear him out. How you doing, Gumshoe? The future. So, what are you going to do from now on?
What do you mean, pal?
Well, you've been fired, right? So, do you have a new job lined up yet?
Oh, that! What am I supposed to do now, pal? I don't have anything coming in at all until my next payday.
What are you talking about? You don't have another payday.
I guess that means I'm just gonna have to work half. Just gonna have to work here at your place, pal.
Say what?
You'll be searching for things that will prove Mr. Ungard's innocence all day, right?
Well, yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna help you, pal. I've got lots of experience in investigating and watching over people's places. And I'm great at making really simple meals, pal. I'll take care of it all.
Come on, Mr. Nick. Let's let Mr. Scruffy Detective take care of things.
Okay. By the way, what's your best dish?
Instant noodles, pal.
Why am I surrounded by people who only eat cheap, unhealthy foods? Because we're all poor. That's why. Let's talk about Edgeworth.
That was the first time I've ever seen Mr. Edgeworth act like that. Never thought he'd say something like he didn't care if Miss Andrews killed herself.
He said that? That's horrible.
But because of him doing that, we got the truth finally.
The truth. Miss Andrews' last testimony. I wonder if that was the truth. I'll give you that there was nothing strange in her testimony itself, but I still think there is something fundamentally wrong with the whole thing.
You mean about that thing, pal?
Why would she want to... No, I mean, almost need to frame Mr. Ungard. I couldn't figure that out from anything she said all day.
Then you're saying that testimony was a lie?
Not a lie, per se. It just feels like there's more here than meets the eye. Or that's what Edgeworth would like us to believe.
That's such a dirty trick. Even that woman prosecutor was better than that.
No, she wasn't. Franziska von Karma. Speaking of Miss von Karma, do you have any more information on her condition? Wasn't she shot this morning? Yeah, I've been kind of wondering about that.
Miss Von Karma was shot today on the way to the trial by a pistol, pal.
But she's going to be fine, right? I mean, Edgeworth said she was in stable condition, but...
Well, she was shot in the shoulder, so she's okay and still hanging in there. They should be done taking the bullet out, so she's probably resting at the hospital.
Which one?
What? Are you going to visit her, pal?
No. Well, I was kind of thinking about it.
Hey, you've actually got a heart, don't you? She looked like she was being tortured to death not being able to go to the trial today. So maybe it'd be good for her if you went and let her whip you for a bit, pal.
No, thank you.
Let's go let her whip us, Mr. Nick.
Pearl. She's so cute. No, I don't want to be whipped. Now I'm definitely not going.
Let's see. The name of the hospital. Oh yeah, the Hottie Clinic.
That name sends a chill down my spine. Yeah, it definitely does. Well, I guess it can't hurt to stop by and say hi. But she's Franziska, no, don't whip us, please. I'm not into that. Or am I? Just kidding. Okay, let's move. Let's see, who shall we go see first? Maybe we can go to the Hottie Clinic then. Get that over and done with. Franziska, please, don't do this. Never thought I'd ever come back to this place. Ah, crap. Ah, Pharaoh, help me. Ah, man. Um. Hmm. You know, I don't remember if Pharaoh actually said these lines for me. I totally forgot I was gonna see him again. Yes. Are you here to visit a patient? Hi. Wait a second, you're... yes. I'm Director Hardy. Oh, God. He's so funny. Why are you still here? Yes. What is it? Can I help you? You can tell me. Yes. Who's this? Director Hardy. Oh, it's Edgeworth. I guess he's met him. Edgeworth. Yes, I'm Director Hardy. Ho. Oh, you're the man from this morning. Yes. What is it? Ho. Director, Franziska. How is Franziska von Karma? Oh, I guess he doesn't know. Edgeworth, I thought you were smart. You don't need to worry. Yes, she's in good hands. Creepy. Because, you see, I'm personally taking good care of her. Yes. Oh, God. Pervert. Yes. And that thing, that surgery, it went well. You have my gratitude. Oh, my God. Edgeworth. Looks like Edgeworth doesn't know about this director and his secret. Oh my God. She looked so pitiful, absolutely terrified. Yes. But I understand. Yes. Her opponent was a gun after all. Oh. And when I snuck up on her real secret like, she would scream really loud. Yes. Oh my God. Edgeworth, did you not notice everything wrong with that sentence? Come on, bruh. I see. Ah, but she's really cute too. When I do that, she'd whip me with her whip. Boy, did I cry like a baby. Yes, but I think I could get used to it. Oh my God, that man is a nuisance. He is a nuisance to society. Why is he allowed to roam free? Go back to your room. You're so mean. Oh, so mean. My frisky Friska. But that's good too. Okay. Yes, it's time for my IV drops. Yes. And what are those tulips doing in your hand, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Ugh, I knew I shouldn't have come here. Well, that was interesting. I think that's enough for one day. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this. And until next time, have a nice day. Bye. Wait, what did I say? I don't know.